Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a masterful look at ancient storytelling, cosmic problem solving, and honestly, one of the most brilliant narrative twists in mythological history. We are unpacking an epic story of immense power, divine strategy, and a supernatural contract that seems absolutely impossible to break.
So I want you to really think about this for a second. How do you defeat an invincible foe who absolutely refuses to tell a lie? Imagine facing an enemy whose sheer physical prowess is just completely unmatched, whose arrogance is off the charts, but whose personal moral code strictly binds them to the truth. They literally cannot and will not break a promise. It's a fascinating puzzle, right? Well, today we're going to unravel exactly how the architect of the universe uses that exact trait to spring the ultimate trap.
Okay, let's get into Section 1, a royal succession and the mortal framing.
Before we head out into the cosmos, our story actually starts on solid ground. The royal sage, King Vrihadaswa, is passing the torch to his son, Kuvalaswa, so he can retire to an excellent forest. And Kuvalaswa is a truly formidable successor. He's endued with steadiness and activity, unequaled in prowess on earth, and he's aided by brave sons wielding iron maces. It's the introduction of this mighty mortal hero that prompts Yudhishthira to ask the great sage Markandeya about an entirely different, ancient, and mysterious threat. A mighty Daitya, or ancient demonic giant of great energy. Yudhishthira wants all the particulars in detail, and luckily for us, Markandeya definitely delivers.
Moving on to Section 2, the cosmic slumber and a universe of water.
To answer Yudhishthira, Markandeya transports us way back into the past, to a time when creation itself had ended. Notice the beautiful, nested nature of this cosmic rebirth. Step 1, the world is just this broad, endless expanse of water where all mobile and immobile creatures have been destroyed. Step 2, the supreme lord of the universe, the eternal Vishnu, lies in a deep yoga sleep on the wide hood of the snake Shesha. Then, Step 3, as he sleeps on this eternal bed, a lotus, bright and effulgent as the sun, springs directly from his navel. And finally, Step 4, from that radiant lotus springs the grandsire Brahma, the four-faced creator, the Lord of the worlds. It's a perfect, serene chain of divine existence.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the incredibly vivid, lustrous imagery used to describe the supreme deity resting there. Lord Hari, Vishnu, is decked with a majestic crown, he wears the radiant Kaustuba gem, he's attired in magnificent purple silk, and my absolute favorite description here, he's blazing in his beauty like 1,000 suns concentrated into one single mass. He is stretched out for many yojanas, which is an ancient measure of distance, on this vast bed provided by the snake's hood. It is just a picture of absolute, undisturbed cosmic majesty. Which brings us to Section 3, a threat to Brahma and the arrival of chaos.
Because, every great story needs a disruption, right? Enter two mighty Danavas, fearsome demons, named Madhu and Kaitabha. There's a stark contrast in energies here. On one side, you've got the peaceful, tranquil yoga sleep of Kesava or Vishnu. But on the other side, you have the terrifying, wandering, alarming, and continued exertions of these two demons. Madhu and Kaitabha behold the grandsire Brahma seated on his lotus, and they just begin to terrify him. And remember, Brahma is invincible in his own energy. Yet this chaotic threat is so intense that the illustrious Brahma literally begins to tremble in fear on his lotus seat. And this triggers a direct physical chain reaction. At Brahma's trembling, the stalk of the lotus began to tremble, and Kesava awoke. Brahma's fear literally shakes the very foundation of his seat, vibrating right down the lotus stalk that connects him to Vishnu's navel. That physical vibration is what finally awakens the Supreme Lord, Govinda, from his deep cosmic slumber.
Section 4, the arrogant boon, a massive cosmic miscalculation.
This completely sets the stage for a pivotal confrontation. Govinda awakens, beholds these mighty demons, and in a display of supreme divine grace and confidence, he actually welcomes them. He says he is gratified with them and graciously offers to grant them excellent boons. But incredibly, the proud and mighty demons just laugh at the creator of the universe. They literally say, "Ask boons of us, O Divine One. We are disposed to grant thee a boon." Talk about a cosmic miscalculation. I really want you to lean into the dramatic irony and sheer arrogance here. These demons are offering a favor to the deity who contains the entire universe.
So, what do? How does the supreme deity respond to such supreme arrogance? I'm going to pause for just a second to let you think about it. If you're the master strategist of the cosmos, you don't throw a temper tantrum. You don't just blast them into oblivion right then and there. No, you use their own inflated ego entirely against them.
And that is exactly what he does. Here is his brilliant, immediate countermove. The Holy One says, "Ye brave ones, I will accept a boon from you." He acknowledges their offer, validates their massive egos, and then drops the hammer. "Submit ye to be slain by me. Even that is what I desire to accomplish for the good of the world." He simply accepts their offer and demands their own deaths. It is an absolute, stunning checkmate, using their very own words.
So the crucial point is, how do the demons react? Well, they're trapped. They explicitly state they have never spoken an untruth, not even in jest. Firmly bound by truth and morality, they literally cannot take back their offer. But realizing they've been totally outsmarted, they try to invent impossible conditions for their demise. They accept their fate, but demand two things. First, that they become Vishnu's sons, and second, and this is the real kicker, they insist they must be slain in a spot that is absolutely uncovered.
All right, final act. Section 5, the clever loophole and the gotcha climax.
Govinda is now bound by his own divine word to find an absolutely uncovered spot to slay them, which, as it turns out, is no easy task. He promised them, "Everything will be as ye wish." Govinda begins to deeply reflect. He searches the entire cosmos. But remember the setting of our story. The entire world is one broad expanse of water. So when he searches the earth, he finds no uncovered space. When he searches the sky, he finds no uncovered space. Everywhere is completely covered by the eternal waters or the sky. The tension is palpable. Have the demons actually outsmarted the supreme deity with this impossible condition?
No way, because the foremost deity then looks down and he beholds the ultimate, climactic twist, his own thighs. His own massive, divine body provides the one physical loophole in the entire flooded universe. His thighs are absolutely uncovered.
And the resolution is just epic and swift. The illustrious deity finds that absolutely uncovered spot. He honors their condition to the very letter of the law. He places the mighty demons, Madhu and Kaitabha, right upon his uncovered thighs, and then, with absolute precision, he cuts off their heads with his keen-edged discus. He played their game, accepted their arrogant terms, and won utilizing a brilliantly clever loophole.
So, what is the ultimate cost of unchecked arrogance when you're trying to outsmart the actual architect of the universe? This story is the ancient, ultimate embodiment of "be careful what you wish for." Madhu and Kaitabha thought their strength and a clever trick of words would save them, but they completely failed to realize that the entity they were trying to trick was the very foundation of reality itself. It's a beautifully simple yet profoundly complex piece of ancient mythological storytelling that reminds us that pride truly does come before the fall. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.